every point in time, you probably did this already. I've looked back at every phase and been like, oh, I had so much time. What was I doing? Right? I went to high school. I was like, what was I doing with all my free time? Then I went to college. And I look back. I'm like, what was I doing with all my free time? Now that I'm working, I look back in college and I go, what was I doing with all my free time? Because you will never get it back. So point one, you have an incredible opportunity right now being at the University of Arkansas. You have, believe me, unlimited amount of free time. You can stay up late and it doesn't matter, and that's great. Use that time well. But now, I don't necessarily have that luxury, and pretty much anyone that works, and maybe some of you do work today and you don't have that luxury, it's a lot harder because you come out of here, these 25 beautiful people, we're in the presence of Jesus Christ. The problem is these 25 beautiful people and the Eucharist are not in my office. There's people that don't believe anything I believe. There's people that believe quite the opposite of what I believe at work. And at work, I'm always drilled in, focused. It's really hard. It's actually pretty scary to think 6 months in. At one point, I was like, man, it's really awesome to get a paycheck. Like, I think life's good. I go, whoa, where's God in all this? Like, because I was living way too comfortably. You know what I mean? Like, it was a really kind of scary thing for me. And so the one thing I encourage you to not necessarily break out of this bubble, but to recognize in a sense that, you're going to leave college one day, you're going to leave the CCM one day, college ministry, and you're going to find there's a lot of people that don't believe the same things you do. And so what it requires of me at my office is to somehow, and I'm really not great at it, literally every morning, almost every morning, as part of my prayer, say, help me to show Jesus at work today. I usually fail at it most days, but it comes across, and I found in my experience, not everyone's experience, but it's how you carry yourself. It's how your demeanor. It's what you say. It's the jokes you make. It's the things you give into. When you're out at work functions or comments you're involved in, and it's little things like that. I found that, and it's also not being afraid to say, yeah, I'm Catholic. Yeah, like I don't want to go do this thing. Like I don't want to go do this. I'd rather do this. Or oh yeah, hey, I know we were supposed to go here, but I actually have to go to mass. Well, why am I doing that? Let me tell you. So I'm not this like great evangelizer. Please don't mistake me for that. But it really has. It's really. I found it's being authentic with people, and letting them know where you are at in reality. Not faking anything. Not telling them you're always perfect and great. People say, "How's your day?" Adam can tell you this. He said, "How's your day?" I said, "I've had better days." People understand and seek out authenticity. So that's not really a great answer. I'm really not great at it, to be completely frank with you. I have to pray every day. Help me to be more like Jesus at work, and it's really hard because you're not surrounded by all these good, happy, smiling Christians all day. And so I think it's trying to remember what you do, what you're called to do. You're called to love. It's what Jesus said to do. And through that, conversations you have, it will hopefully come naturally in that way.